Hello students, the topic for today is building web applications and this is Nitya Priya and these are the contents of our presentation today. Introduction about web applications, then how to add controls in a web application, then about toolbox. Right, first building web applications. So ASP.NET is a powerful programming platform to develop and program web application. Why we say it the powerful programming platform is ASP.NET can design as well execute a web application, right? So it provides many technologies. That's what we saw in distributed technology concept. So it provides many technologies for creating and executing web application. So that is why it is called as a powerful programming platform, right? So an ASP.NET web form or a web application can be created by clicking or getting into Visual Studio.NET. So when you get into Visual Studio.NET, you can get a HTML editor open, which is called as what you say is what you get HTML editor. So that is called as IDE VB. Particularly in the previous presentation I said about IDE. So you can just see that presentation to get to know more about this editor, right? So in that IDE, that is what you say is what you get the HTML editor, you will get a toolbox on the left side of it. So to get a control on the web form, what you need to do is you just need to double click on the control, or you need to just drag and drop the control on the programming space, on the designing space. So that's it, you can get the control on it. So that is very easy to use the control. So that is about this editor. And now we talk about the programming logic. So far we have seen the design view, and now we are talking about the coding view. That is the programming logic or the web logic, right? So web logic is nothing but the program behind the particular web application. That's it. Through which program we have created the web form, that is the web logic or the programming logic. So the programming logic can be created using C# or Visual Basic or JavaScript, or there are more than 60 programming languages supported by ASP.NET, that we know. So using any one of the programming language, we can create the programming logic, right? So the important feature about ASP.NET is that it provides separate files for presentation and programming, right? So the presentation view is called as design view, and the source code is called as programming logic, right? So the source code can be created in the ASP.NET web form. So the web server controls, that is the controls or the tools, can be added in a web form in any one of the two ways in this presentation, which is using the toolbox or the ASP.NET coding, right? So using the toolbox we can create a control, or using the coding also we can create a control. We'll see how we do that. So this portion just tells you how or what are the ways we can add controls on a web application, right? So the first thing is adding the controls on the toolbox, using the toolbox. So we can add controls from the toolbox in the design view. The design view is just IDE, right? So we can just double click on it, we can get the control on the form, right? So the toolbox is consisting of many types of controls, such as web forms, HTML controls, components and data. So this particular thing you can refer in our previous presentation. So that is there we have explained all these things. So to create a control we just need to click on it, that's it, we can get it. And this is the toolbox, right? So data, web forms, components, HTML, whatever thing we need, we just need to click on it, we can get it on the control, right? So how we can get a control? So far we have seen adding a control using toolbox. Now we see how to add a control using coding. So the first coding, see the first snippet, it says how to add a particular control. Here it is text box using HTML. So see the coding. Input ID equals text1, type equals text, runnet equals server. The ID, type, runnet are the attributes, right? So input is the tag using to create an input control. Input controls are many: buttons, text boxes, radio buttons, check boxes, everything comes under this input control. Here the type is text. Okay, when we give the type text, the text box will be created. When we give the type check, the check box will be created. When we create the button, the radio button will be created, right? So like that we can create that particular control. And ID is the name of the control, so it is text1. And runnet property has the value server. Here we are creating a server control, web server control, that is why it is given as server, right? So this is about HTML coding used to create a particular control. Below that we see the XML coding using which we can create a control. So XML coding is ASP colon text box ID equals text box 1 runnet server, then we are closing the tag here, right? So this is XML coding, right? So in the note you can see when the toolbox is there, no need for all these things, we just drag and drop, that's it, the control will be created. Okay, so this is the VB.NET coding, VB.NET snippet using which we can create a text box. Dim is the declaration word. Dim is the declaration word. For declaration we are using the word dim. So dim text box 1 as new text box, controls dot add of text box 1, right? So that is how text box 1 is added in the web form, right? So we have seen 3 types of coding for creating a single control text box. We have seen the HTML coding, we have seen the XML coding, and we have seen the VB.NET snippet, right? Right. So here we see managing controls. Managing controls is nothing but manipulating controls. How can we add properties of a particular control, right? So the syntax of it is control ID dot property name equals value. See here, the ID is text box 1. So for example, here we can say text box 1 dot text equals hello. That's it. Control ID is text box 1, property name is text, value is hello. So when we put that, the text box 1 will get the value hello. When we run it, we can get the value hello inside the text box. So that is how we can manipulate the particular control. So the syntax I have explained on the bottom part, you just see that, right? So this is the web form. I zoom it. This is the web form in which we can see almost all types of controls. The controls we see in our next presentation. See, on the left side of everything, every tools we have label boxes: name, email, state, sex, subscribe for. So everything is there inside a label control, right? On the right side of it, beside name we have text box, beside email we have a text box. So the first 2 are text boxes, and for state we have a list box. So that is the list box, so drop down list box. Then for male and female we have 2 buttons which are radio buttons. We can select any one of it, either male or female, right? And for subscribe for we have 3 check boxes: books, magazines, entertainment, and those things are called as check boxes, right? So we can click one or more than one, right? So that's it. So this is about the controls, different types of controls, right? So in this presentation we saw creating a web application, adding controls into that, and how we can add controls. We can add controls in 2 ways. One is using toolbox directly by dragging and dropping. The other way is using coding by which we can add controls on the web form. And that's it. Please join us in web controls.